Welcome back to the Paddle and Fin Podcast Network. We're brought to you by Yak Gadget. For all your kayak fishing accessory needs, go to yakgadget.com. Pelican cases, coolers, and lighting. Go to pelican.com. The 153 Bait Company. For all your hard and soft bait needs, go to the153anglers.com. Now let's get this show started.
Boom. Y'all, what is up, everybody in podcast land? Back again after a break. Chasing the Tide coming at you in a new year. Hope everybody had a wonderful holiday season. And, we're just going to kick this off. We're going to kind of do a year-end wrap-up of 2021. And then we're going to go over some tournament trails that will be hitting up throughout the year in Texas. We got quite a bit of stuff going on. I might leave out a few to pack it in this segment here, but we're going to see what we can do. I got my tournament partner joining with me, joining the bandwagon tonight and recording with me, Mike Fiorenza. We're going ahead and bring him in right now and see what's going on. Oh, what's up, dude?
What's happening, man?
Oh, it's going. Trying to warm up here. We had another little cold front blast through, and got on the water today, caught some fish. Had a little chill to the bone there. That wind chill was brutal.
Yeah.
It was a moist. It was like a humid cold. It was a lot of moisture in the air with the cold temperatures. The wind was cutting right through me. It was getting it. I think it was 44 degrees, but the wind chill was down probably 30 or upper 20s, 20 mile an hour winds, 15 to 20. Yeah, ducking behind some protection, catching some old specklers. Been having fun, man. Been throwing some bigger swim baits and some jerk baits for them. It's been fun, learning, adapting a pattern from bass fishing and pushing it over there. Been doing it a little while, but it's starting to get a little more productive. Pretty cool.
That's good.
Pretty cool. What you been up to?
Working and rigging the new kayaks.
Rigging the new kayaks. Yeah, man. We see you got that Aurora U-Pick.
That's right.
Actually, that boat is just such a cool open deck platform, and you took and rigged foot control steering in the hull. You ran the cables in the hull. So I'm going to have to steal your idea, and we're going to have to get together and do mine also. But, man, did that thing turn out clean? Oh, man.
I'm always a fan of getting inside, and that boat definitely it no hull access to it made it a little bit difficult. But a little bit of mental engineering there and a lot of layout and figuring it out, and it turned out really good.
Man, it turned out so clean. I'm gonna have to order everything and get everything ready to go, and on my new one that's coming in, we're gonna be twinning them. We're gonna be
nice.
Because I'll have an Aurora. Man, look, this light's in my eyes, and y'all see my eyes. It looked like I got stomped. It looked like I smoked a big old J. Am I supposed to talk about that kind of stuff? I don't do that. I can't do none of that stuff. Just putting that out there. I get them old whiz quizzes at work or hair follicle test. What little bit of hair I got left, I got to pull out my chin. But as you know, it just looked like, dude, it looked like I'll be stoned. You go watch the video. See, some of that old Dustin's coming out. That old silly Dustin comes out every now and then. Back in the day, me and my friends, surfing buddies and all that, we'd be on trips and we just start cutting up and talking in our own little language. We talk backwards. I put T's on the back of everything, like stoned. And, we'd say we're going to get a cold beer. We get some De La Crebe. We have talking code. We used to be silly back in the day, man. Me and my old surfing buddies, skateboard buddies, it was like our own little thing, man. Sometimes I got to reminisce about that. I still get on them boards, but, as y'all know, if y'all follow, if y'all out there following the Insta and the Facebook, we'd be on the water, but not surfing. We'd be fishing.
Yeah. I don't know. The wind gets up good enough. You're standing on that kayak almost surfing too. So
no doubt, man, for sure. It was definitely blowing me around a bit today. Big thanks to that Torpedo keeping me in position, man. It's definitely a huge plus. I know we got a fellow podcast here in Texas, Paddlers Playbook. They just had Jay Wallen on talking about motors. You know, they started going over, you know, different things, Torpedo, what they have to offer. The Newport vessels come out with theirs, and you know, kind of looks the same, if you ask me. You know, there's a lot of options out there. You know, I am on the Team Torpedo, so I'm kind of partial, and I really like the real-time range data and everything you see, how much range you got left per battery, and you know, the batteries hold their charge well. There's just so many good things about that motor that you can run it shallow. You know, even with a little cavitation, you can run it in less than a foot of water, man. It's just awesome. Yeah. Good. It's a good tool to have in your arsenal pre-fishing. And then if tournaments allow them, like most do, it's definitely a plus to have that when you're fishing and you need a haul butt back to in.
In freshwater, absolutely. Especially with fishing a live well, being able to haul back to the ramp. You know, the bow mount, the trolling motors with spot lock. Yeah. Fantastic if you're in deep enough water to use it. Right. There's a lot of back lakes. Yeah. Absolutely. Even the Torpedo, my 403, I get back there, have to pull it up, go back to paddle because there's just not enough water back there for it. Yeah.
Sometimes you got to do the old drag-a-roni.
It's a tool. It's a tool, just like everything else.
Yep. It sure is. And it comes in clutch sometimes, you know, for sure. But yeah, I just wanted to bring you on. It's the beginning of 2022. I just kind of wanted to wrap up 21. You know, we did have a pretty good season. There's a couple of mistakes we made on the first tournament of the year. We should have weighed in a couple of fish that we didn't, and probably would have put off Team of the Year in the PRL. You know, I'm kind of looking back at that and thinking, you know, there's just a couple of missed opportunities here and there that we'd have, you know, we got a second and a third. We had two podiums, we got a 4 events. You know, we were right there, and in the other two also, we were on fish and just stuff happened. You know, stuff happens sometimes, but yeah, it's just one of them deals, man.
It was always interesting to hear at weigh-in when you'd be talking to everybody, and you know, we only saw 4 fish and got 4 shots at 4 fish, you know, 1 shot at each fish. Yeah. And we're going, man, we were surrounded by fish. We lost enough fish at each of those events between the two of us to win every one of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I lost a bunch of fish.
Yeah.
Or that one we just couldn't connect on the way in. There were fish everywhere all around us, and we just needed one more fish. Just one more fish would have made a difference. You know, that 1 20-inch fish and we would have won. You know, it just makes you wonder, you know, just like, man, just that time. The timing, you know, it's just that deal. And redfish get finicky on them flats and back in them back lakes in the marsh sometimes, you know. But hey, we had a hell of a year.
We did.
You know, had a couple other events, had a couple wins here and there. Kayak fishing Texas, pulled off one on that. Went up fish Athens and had a pretty good result up there, just never fishing that lake. And then a couple other events. I had a top 10 on Choke Canyon with Southeast Texas, decent finishes on Fayette, and then had some team tournament placing, some online stuff. And I was really happy with the way the year went, man. It turned out pretty dang good.
It was a good year. It really was a good year.
Heroes on the water online was pretty dang fun. It was like a total aggregate, like all the fish you could catch. And I got the win on that. That was in September. That's a pretty good prize pack, man. I was pretty stoked when I got that. Like some Van Stall pliers, some tackle webs, waterproof backpacks and bags. And yeah, it's a pretty good spread, man. Pretty good spread, about $800 worth of stuff, man. It was crazy. I was like, dang, hook a brother up.
Not bad.
Yeah, looking forward to 2022, man. We got a lot on offer. Want to let you come in and talk about a little bit of history from the Galveston Redfish series. I'd love to get Hunter on here and kind of talk about it, but you fished it back in the day before it changed hands. Now Hunter Welch from from Fish Sticks has it. So what you got on that?
I'm looking forward to it. I think that one of the things that's been lacking is the upper and middle coast tournament scene. There's a lot of tournaments for kayaks down south. Your area south, Port Lavaca, Matagorda, South Matagorda down. And you got a lot of those tournaments that it's a 2-day tournament, or it's on a Sunday, or it's and guys from Galveston, Houston, Sugarland, Friendswood, they're not making the run down there for the majority of these tournaments. So I'm excited to see them, except for me. But I come down to stay by you. So, but I'm excited to see the north side popping up again. I really am looking forward to seeing Hunter get that thing off the ground with the kayak side again, and get the dollars to work and get the prizes to work. And if he runs it anything like he does the Flatty Daddy tournament, GRS is going to be a fantastic series again. Man,
I heard some murmurs about no motors. That's one of the things I heard.
I would hope that there's a lot of motors on the North Texas coast. I would hope that we get to use motors.
For sure, man. Dude, I know that a lot of trails are going that way. And it's really, that's the future of kayak fishing, man. It's like taking off.
I love the paddle, and I love to use the motor. I think there's times and places for both, and motors don't catch fish for anybody. They don't catch fish. You've got to go out there, find them, do the work, and catch the fish.
Yep, you dang sure do, man. And that's the thing. You still got to put them in that boat, no matter where you're at. Works out all different directions, but it is nice to have that come in clutch when you got to haul butt back to the line.
It's also great when you're drifting at 3.5 to 4 miles per hour in a 20 mile per hour sustained wind.
Yeah. What was that one? That was in April.
I've got high speed reels, and I could barely keep up with the drift. I mean, we were hauling across that
line cast, and it was out of the northeast. We're fishing some flats in Corpus, and it was like making 1.5 drifts in like no time. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's like crazy. Yeah, it was one of them deals. It was 20, 30 minutes we were drifting across there. Yeah, it was pretty dang quick without a drift sock on.
The longboats. Yeah, the longboats, the 15.5, man. Yeah. Normally those things go broadside in the wind for a light breeze or current. When you get that much wind, it points downwind, and you're like a rocket ship.
Yeah, it's like a freaking afterburner kicks in, man. It's pretty dang crazy. But yeah, while we're talking about GRS, I'm gonna pull up their schedule, and we're gonna look at it real quick. Check it out and see where it's at. Where did I put it?
The first event doesn't count towards the point series.
Yeah, it doesn't, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know I had it. Where'd it go, Dustin? You gotta be kidding me. Where'd them things go? They disappeared. I had them all ready to go in there. They're gone. Well, gosh dang, Dustin. No, here they go. I got them. All right. Well, if you're not watching on the video portion of this, we're going to go through them anyways. Here's the GRS schedule. I'm putting it up on the screen over our ugly mugs. So, yeah, March 5th, Harbor Walk Marina is the preseason. And the number one, April 2nd, Harbor Walk Marina.
April 2nd starts the point series. Then fish all the way through.
Yep. May 7th will be the next one at Jackie's Brick House in Kemah. That'll be the land location. Then you got one at Captain Mark's. That's a Bass Rock Marina there in Freeport, June 11th. Jackie's Brick House back there again, July 8th, and the champion. And then number 5, August 8th at Captain Mark's again. And then the Tournament of Championships to be determined on September the 10th. Yep.
It should be a good series. Should be a really good series. There's gonna be quite a few kayakers.
Yes, with that coming back, you're gonna get a lot of upper Texas coast kayak anglers for sure. Yeah,
absolutely.
No way he runs Flatty Daddy. You're gonna see a lot of people come on in that for sure. So yeah, GRS, and then we also got the PRL coming back this year, Professional Redfish League, or South Schedule. We haven't seen a North Schedule yet. Waiting on Ron to come out with one. If he
does, I'd like to see it.
We'll keep it posted. But yeah, got May 1st in Aransas Pass. These are on Sundays. These are a one-day event. Entry fee is $100 with a $100 membership fee per angler. Artificial only, kayaks only. Caps meet the night before. Got one May 1st, Aransas Pass. May 28th, Port Aransas, and then July 17th, Port Aransas. Then you got the Redfish PRL Kayak Championship, August 20th in Port Aransas. So, y'all looking forward to that. Those are single man events. I do like those, and the GRS can be fished as a team event. So, this gives you that does give you an option to have a teammate, but this one are single events. And we have some local clubs coming up. Kayak Fishing Texas is a big group. They have a Choke Canyon event on March the 5th. There's going to be some conflicts here, and then June 4th, Aransas Pass. And let's see what. Yep, no conflict on that with KFT, and none on the.
Yeah, the first point, non-points.
Yeah. I'm not fishing that. I'm not fishing for redfish in March. I don't do that. I'm still fishing for trout. I don't fish for redfish till about May or June.
It's funny, man. I love winter redfish. I absolutely love winter
redfish. Yeah, it's just one of them deals. Dan, what else we got going on? Oh, the Bass Trail. We got our tournament kicking off January the 15th on Lake Fayette, Southeast Texas Kayak Bass League. Then they're going to piggyback on Toledo Bend with a Hobie Bass Open Series. You'll be able to fish a couple different events because there's a Louisiana, the Bass Nation swamp country something with another. I wish I had the full info on that, but there's going to be like 3 tournaments you'll be able to piggyback on that Saturday the 12th, and then you'll still be able to fish the Hobie Bass Open too. No motors because Hobie Bass Open doesn't allow motors. And then March 19th, going to Choke. So if anybody's out there wants to fish March the 5th, Kayak Fishing Texas, that'll be a good pre-fishing indicator. Choke should be really good that time of year, so looking forward to that. Then after Choke Canyon, we go to Lake Nacogdoches, April 23rd. That should be a dang prime time right there. That's a fun lake. And then here's one of my favorite places, believe it or not, the Sabine River in Orange, Texas. Small fish rodeo, but hey, I've caught some good bags here, and you never know, you could catch a flounder or a redfish too. I mean, it's a fun area to fish. There's lots of pads and grass and big old yellow flies that about carry you off and eat you to death. I mean, it's just a flat out fun tournament, dude. I love throwing frogs and chatterbaits, so that's what it is. It's fun. Top waters, frogs, buzzbaits, good times. That should be a good one. We'll definitely have some people there. Southeast Texas puts on a great trail. And go to Lake Conroe on June the 25th, and then finish the year on Fork. September 25th, 26th for the championship. Should be good times. I know Lake Fayette's coming up January 15th. I know the night before, Jamie Batten and another guy from one of the guys from Texas Troubadours are going to be at Oak Thicket at the campgrounds. They're going to have some food. Joe Lanzalotti's going to make some jambalaya. They're going to have some other stuff going on, and it'll just be a good old time the night before. Hopefully everybody gets all tore down drunk, and I go in there and take the check.
That lake has my name on it, man. I'm debating fishing this one.
Yeah, I've been doing pretty good. Maybe I'll have the pre-fish curse, but I mean, I've jumped off a couple good fish, but I've been doing pretty dang good out there. Mid to upper 90s here and there. So we'll see. It's going to take over 100 to win, though. Guarantee it.
Oh yeah,
over 100 is going to take it. There's been some studs coming out of there. You just got to get on the right school of fish, and you are going to crack 100. And if it turns out right, the weather cooperates. It's going to be good times. So, yeah, there you go. There you go. Then there's another trail. Northeast Texas. I know we're chasing the tide. We're saltwater, but we're giving the freshwater guys some love because I do go and fish some of these events myself, just like I went up fish Northeast Texas a couple months back on Athens and took a second place finish behind the people champ, Cliff Valley. What's up, brother? Hope you tune in and watch the show. But yeah, 2022 schedule for North Texas Kayak Bass League, February 20th on the Sabine River, March 12th, Lake Fork, where they going April 3rd.
Caddo.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good time. Precursor to the I think that's the KBF trail will be there that day and the 4th, so you'll be able to piggyback on the trail number 1. I need to double check that. Might not be sure, but I want to say that's the dates. May 29th, Lake Athens. I will be there because I love fishing that lake. Even though it was cold when I was up there, I smashed them on top water and had a good time. Then they go to June 18th to Lake Nacogdoches, July 10th, Toledo Bend, August 20th, Lake Gilmer. I've cashed a check there. I love that lake. And then a championship on Caddo, September 10th and 11th. It looks like a great freaking schedule. If I can make a few of them and they don't conflict, it looks like Athens is going to conflict with the PRL. So, yep. Sure is.
Well, how's Ron running it? You got to fish 2 to qualify for the championship, or you got to fish?
I'm not sure what the rules are for that yet. We're gonna have to wait and see what goes on. And then you got the Texas Kayak Basker. Ryan Lockwood runs some stuff. You got a month-long Battle of Sexes in February. Team tournament on April 23rd. Buchanan Inks or LBJ. That will be a random draw. So you'll enter the tournament and they'll draw 2 people and you'll fish together. Then there's a Firefly night tournament on Bass Drop May the 28th. See all these dates, man. Whew. Dang, I want to fish that one too. And there's a frog only tournament. It says to be determined, but it's going to be on B.A. Steinhagen, and I hate that lake. Oh, passion, dude. Have it on Pinkston. No. July 16th, meet and greet on Lake Buchanan. And September 17th, we talked about earlier, the Texas Kayak Red Rum is going to be on Sabine. And then charity tournament October 22nd on Fayette. Should be a throw down there too. Good times, have some good stuff going on. And then later in the year, Southeast Texas will do their Toads for Tots on Fayette also. In December, this past December, they had theirs and had a good turnout, had some good fish caught. It was a big bass event. And they did a 5-fish side pot. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's a pretty good oversight of the tournament season come up. I know we got North Texas Kayak Championships. West Texas has some stuff going on. There's some Texas Bass Nation events possibly popping up again. And anything else on the saltwater? Mid-Coast Smackdown, possibly.
Mid-Coast Smackdown.
A few other events will probably have some kayak divisions. We'll keep you posted as they pop up on the radar. We just wanted to come on tonight and talk a little bit about last year and then talk about a little bit about what's looking forward to this year. We had some stuff going on recently, so some good times, been fishing a lot. And then now I'm going to have some crazy work schedule starting an outage the 16th this month. Probably be there about 30 plus days. Yeah.
Turnaround time, huh?
Turnaround time.
Now I need to go catch some fish for that online tournament.
I'm gonna sneak out after work a couple days. Yep.
And I got my wife. I got my wife to fish this one as my team partner on this. It's a couples tournament.
Yeah, couples yak fishing. Couples kayak fishing group on Facebook. Dave Morissette, Timmy Morissette run that admin that page, and they put on a month long team tournament. You could pick your team and kind of go at it. It was 3 bass, 3 redfish, 3 trout. Pretty cool concept. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So
now you got
your wife out there, huh?
Got her out there. And we caught fish, and it's funny, we kind of take this for granted at this point We've done this so many times. You don't realize how much chaos happens on the kayak deck to a new angler when you've got a fish hooked, you've got a net, you've got to get it measured, you've got to get it unhooked, you got to get the picture. And watching her go through that for her first time was like, wow.
Yeah, for sure.
So
and then you got 3 rods hanging over with baits dangling, and then your fish wraps around those and gets tangled. Then you got to fight it with 2 rods and hope you don't lose it. Hurry up and get your net, then it gets tangled up. And
she did fantastic. I mean,
she did awesome.
She did absolutely fantastic. But it was. Let's put it recentering. It recentered me when I watched her going through that, and I was trying to talk her through it. And you can't talk somebody through that. You've got to just do it, and you've got to learn it, and you've got to experience it, right? So it was awesome to watch her go through it and succeed.
That's cool, man.
And it was cool.
Yeah, that's definitely some good times right there, man. Woo. Yeah, it gets fun out there, hanging out, being on the water. I've got on the water a couple times with Jen. She don't want her big water, but she's been on some state park lakes and had some good times. Some good stuff going on, man. It's fun to get out there and get on the water and just experience it, action that up close and personal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, man,
it's a good time.
Good times.
So looking forward to 22.
Yeah, 22 looks like it's going to be pretty fun. Looks like it'll be pretty busy. I'm going to try to branch out. I had the opportunity to join 3 Bells Outfitters national team this year, and going to do a little trip. Also, I'm going to go up to the Northeast there to Connecticut and fish their trifecta event in July. So
nice.
Hopefully that doesn't fall when some of them other tournaments fall. I hate to miss some of them redfish trails, but I'm kind of making a commitment to go up there and help out and then fish that event. It's striper, bluefish, and fluke trifecta. So we got big fish pots for each fish, but then there's a big striper and then a 5 fish, but then there's a trifecta, your biggest of all 3 aggregate. So that's pretty cool. I was like, man, I'm gonna go up there and catch some northern flounder, some flukes, some bluefish. Yep, used to catch them in Georgia. Caught some offshore here a few times, and then striper. Caught a few striper. But there's some giants up there. We're talking upper 40-inch class fish on artificials. That's going to be really cool. Looks like it should be a really cool event. So I'm excited about that. Also in the works for a Chasin the Tide tournament. I think we're going to run it mid-March to mid-April. We're going to do 3 trout, 2 redfish. I'm going to do a mixed bag. It's going to be a March mixed bag.
There you go.
Yeah. Yep. It'll go run from the 15th to the 15th. But yeah, we're going to do a little mixed bag tournament this time. So look for details on that. And
I'll judge for you.
Yep. There you go. Hopefully have a little fun. We might make this one a little lower entry, $30 or so. Probably have some prize packs from Grande, some stuff from Waterloo. Hopefully Troubadour come on and then send us a couple goods, a couple items, or Real Sportswear, whoever else wants to jump on in. We're free. We're open game. Energy drinks. Hey, anybody out there? I need a sponsor. Bang, come on, bring it on. I live off them things on shift work and fishing after night shifts. That's what I'm saying that right now. Bang, bang, bang. Bring me some bang.
Every one of our morning tournament photos is a can of Red Bull stuck on top of my measuring board.
Yep. Sure enough. I know everybody's probably already heard it was making its rounds on social media the weeks prior, but ACK was part of Summit when they sold, and now Summit and ACK were bought out by the house, and it's kind of was just thrown upon everybody. They pretty much let everybody go. Like they just kind of New Year's Day, they called everybody up or let everybody know they were done. It's pretty hard blow to the industry there. I mean, they were a big supporter of a lot of events and podcasts and had a lot of backbone in the community. Basically, ACK a community of kayak fishermen, still also canoeing kayak, but they were all over. They ran a trail in the Midwest. They had a Cats trail in the Midwest, and they ran the Cats Trail here on Cat Saltwater. It was a quite a bit of rounds going around on a bit of comments on a lot of stuff, a lot of posts on social media. Man, that's something came out of left field there. Nobody really knew about it in the background, but nobody really knew. Everybody, man, it's crazy.
Yeah, I can only imagine. The appearance is it happened fast and nobody knew it was coming.
But in the background, it would have been in the works, I'm sure.
But I'm always like, I wonder how many boats were in for warranty or work or whatever else in a building that's now locked up. And I really hope everybody gets their stuff back.
Speaking of that, Kenneth Yetter, one of our buddies.
Oh no, really?
Bought some property down here. One of his hobbies it was in the Houston.
Oh area. No, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so he's supposed to be working on getting that back, and then think about all the gift cards that people had active, or orders that people might have already paid for, and where's the employees? They let them all go. It's just crazy. It's crazy. And you go on the website, there's nothing. There had been nothing in stock for a long time. You got a bunch of Alibaba import mess on there, kayaks and goods and stuff. It's just like crazy. You wonder what happened to it.
Isn't that's Camping World too, right?
Camping World, Gander Mountain. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Turn into a giant shit show. Yeah.
Yeah. In fact,
that's what it is.
I still have Gander Mountain.
They say that on South Park, so I'm not afraid to say it on the podcast.
I still have Gander Mountain tubes hanging on my pegboard in my garage because I bought a boatload of them because they were my favorite tubes in the two colors. And I'm going to run out of those one day and be really upset. I'm going to have to call Chris Payne and say, hey, can you make me this
Chris Payne's got me some Paint Outdoors, dude. Chris been pulling some stuff. He's had some pretty good blogs go up on the Jackson Kayak website. Daniel Hayes brought him on recently. He runs the Saltwater Survival Series. Speaking of which,
that's going to come up too.
Schedule. I'll let y'all know about that one too, because there will be 3 events again, and then Heroes on the Water team tournament later in the year. So they'll have 4 events throughout the year again. I want to say the Redfish one kicks off first in like March or April, something around there. And then the
Redfish, then trout, then flounder.
Flounder in like August, September, somewhere around there. Yep, should be good times. Their tournaments are always great. You can't miss one of them. Them things are always a blast, man. Always got some good food. Gets some good times. Lots of giveaways. They got lots of sponsor support, and it should be a good time, man. Great time, actually. Yeah. I'll definitely be trying to work a few of them on the schedule. I missed out missed out 21. I really wanted to go back and one better my 2020 results. I had some good finishes. But yeah, it just didn't work out, man. But overall, dude, we had a pretty dang rad 2021. 2022 is looking good. I'm excited to be back with still with Jackson on their factory team and team leader for the South region. Just re-signed a contract with Torquedo and got some other stuff in the works that I haven't released yet, but I'm staying on with Catch and Waterloo and my other sponsors. And I got some other stuff in the works. I got some stuff about to drop. I'm about to sign a couple contracts, and we'll move on forward, dude. Stoked to be part of Three Bells. I want to thank them for giving me the opportunity to represent them too. So we'll look forward to them. They're a great company. Lots of different brands: Jackson, Hobie, Feel Free. Lots of accessories, and it's available online. Look them up online or online order. Kind of fill the void from ACK, if you will. There you go. Self-promotion right there.
That's a great plug. Yeah, great plug.
It worked out. Right there. Yeah, I need to get some of them guys on too, man. They got some Jigs and Bigs is another kayak. One of the team guys there, Sean the Fisherman, is on. They've got a solid team. They got a solid team. It's going to be a good time. They became the official sponsor, one of the banner sponsors of the Kayak Fishing League. Their deals they're going to have throughout the year. Three Bells jumped on with that. So there's a lot of big stuff going on, man. you know, Hobie Bass Open, Bass Nation Kayak Series, all the KBF trails. It was a big year this year, man. I'm just looking forward to getting the ball rolling, kicking Omicron in his freaking nuts and getting on with it. Just get it over with, man. Get out there and get it done. Just have fun on the water, man. That's all. That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
So for sure, man. But yeah, Chasing the Tide. You know, one thing we do appreciate is everybody listens and supports this podcast. You know, Mike comes on here. You know, we fish team tournaments together. You know, I always appreciate you coming on and shooting
Absolutely.
the bull with me and wrapping up everything. And you know, we didn't get much into tips or techniques or areas or anything on this episode, but hey, it's just a good way to wrap up the year and start the new one. You know, little info on some tournaments coming up. You know, hope everybody is had a great holiday season, and you know, and we
Absolutely.
we grabbed 2022 by the reins and ride off into the sunset.
Ready to go. Really ready to get this going.
Yep. There's a lot of good stuff on the about to drop. A lot of good stuff coming down the pipes. So I'm really excited about this year, man. Hopefully some big podiums for us if we fish in team events.
Well, the cool thing is we end up fishing together during the individual events too.
Probably, yeah. Most of those two will probably scout and kind of help you and kind of share anyways. Yeah. It's always a plus to have some insight like that for sure. Yeah, y'all give Mike a follow on IG at Mad Fiorenza there.
I appreciate that.
Pop up, give him a follow. Man, you know, check out that post he just put up with the U-Pick. He's gonna have a walkthrough of that coming up soon, man. Be on the lookout for that. Anybody out there, U-Pick owners, I think this one needs to get like really put out there.
It was good. It was good. And I'm going to redo that. I sent you that initial video of the walkthrough just to go over points, but I'm actually going to show some photos in the walkthrough and the tools that I used that are cheap.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Cheap to get. And it was easy.
Picture in picture and crop and zoom and stuff and make a good little video. And I'm sure Jeff
patience.
Share that. Yeah. Patience for sure. Now you already got the know-how, and now we're going to make it do mine. It's going to be a little easier. Absolutely.
I'll have less of a my head hurt.
I'll be excited to get that foot control steering done. It's been a while. You know, I still run a tiller on mine, but it just definitely makes it that much more hands-free when you can just adjust your motor and get that right speed and hold yourself in the wind. It is a big plus. It's not exactly spot lock, but you can fish into the wind hands-free. A little bit of throttle. That's it. Just a little throttle control, and you're good to go. Tough to beat it.
Nope. Parking and
sure enough. Yep. About to wrap this thing up. Anything else you want to add? Looking forward to anything, or got anything
I'm
else?
looking forward to 22. Looking forward to getting these the tournament trails going. Looking forward to spending more time on the water this year. I'm going to be spending quite a lot of time on the water, hopefully. So it'll be good.
Hopefully you get the ball rolling. Mike had some changes too coming into this year, starting some new company and getting the ball rolling on some new jobs and some stuff like that. So wishing you luck on all that in the new year and getting that rolling and be spending some time on the water, man. I'm looking forward to that myself.
Absolutely.
Sure enough, dude. Man, that's what I'm talking about. Man, whew, I'm ready. I think I'm gonna go fishing in the morning in the rain. It's supposed to warm up. It's supposed to get back to 70 tomorrow, but it's supposed to some thunderstorms are supposed to move back through as a warm front, so we look like we may have some weather tomorrow. But it might just be an easy day tomorrow. Just chill out, just kind of mess around.
I might go fish the back of the creek arms, the crankbait. Start pulling some good bass out of there.
Might need to. It might start moving. Get a little rain and get them pushing. You know.
Yep.
That's all it needs. Get them moved up. But shoot, man. All right, dude. I appreciate you coming on tonight. You know, Always a good time getting on and chatting with you and sharing stuff with everybody. So once again, thanks to everybody that tunes in and listens to Chasing the Tide. Thanks for the show support from Waterloo and Truchador and Co. Y'all go give Paddle and Fin a follow on social media. If you do not, there is also a Chasing the Tide Facebook page to go and like and follow. So y'all do that too. Y'all give us some love, man. Don't hesitate. If you're on Apple Podcast or any of the podcast platforms you're on, feel free to give us a good rating and comment how much you enjoy this, or come on over to the Chasing the Tide Facebook page and give suggestions, something y'all want to hear about, some tips or techniques, or somebody as a guest y'all want to have on the show. Come on in and let us know. We enjoy all the feedback, criticism, whatever, accolades. Bring it on. We got you. But yeah, hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I know we had a break there, and now we're back kicking off 2022, and we'll see y'all on the water. Later.